Welcome to the Proven Principles podcast by Knowing Hospitality.
I guess the crux of the question is, from a regional perspective or different jurisdiction perspective, you've got different government regulations and how things are supposed to go. Whether it's reopening restaurants or reopening hotels, capacity limitations. Some governments are more strict than others. Some companies are maybe more strict than others. You've got brand standards. There's a lot of things at play.
Sure.
So what are you kind of seeing under that big umbrella?
Yeah, it's kind of a patchwork. Since you're right, you've got brands and different owners having their different requirements, their preferences, and then you're right, geography plays a big impact, and right now it's just so reactive. I mean, we're just 6 months into this, at least in the States, a little longer outside the States. So there's really still, I think properties are starting to catch their breath a little bit, but it's still very reactive there, and haven't been able to sit back too much and kind of look at kind of at a global level, what are the best practices. So we'll work with our properties, whether they have a formal plan or not a formal plan. We can try to help them devise a formal plan. And we're trying to be very flexible, say with budgeting, because we know that's an issue. So we try to be very flexible with about payment cycles, extending those out, things like that. But yeah, there is a wide variety. I mean, some parts of just focusing on the U.S. are clearly coming back stronger than others, and even within certain markets, certain types of hotels, and the big. I'm not saying anything that followers of the industry don't know, but certainly the large cities, particularly that are heavily dependent based on group travel and meetings, having a lot more challenging time. So we're trying to go where we're needed, and then work to their brand standards. And again, in some cases, we'll come in and give advice on that, and whether it's using our disinfecting processes or not. We're trying to be very flexible with our customers. But I would say, kind of as a general view, that again, the catching the breath is probably a good way of looking at it. Starting to get looking a little bit further in the future, but it's so hard to predict what the next turn is going to be. I mean, you just don't know. The way I look at it is that we don't even know what tomorrow's going to be, but tomorrow compared to today, I just know we're going to be one day closer to the end of this.
I mean, I like that way of looking at it, trying to stay optimistic and not get pulled down into the negativity that's so easy to happen right now. But the catching your breath is a really good, I mean, that painted a really good picture for me. I mean, I can remember being back in hotels.
Thanks for listening to the Proven Principles podcast. Visit knowinghospitality.com to learn more. Until next time.